It's described as a rare form of cancer. The American Cancer Society estimates that about 7,600 men receive a diagnosis of testicular cancer each year in the United States, and an estimated 400 men die of testicular cancer annually.
Testicular cancer is the most common cancer in American men between the ages of 15 and 40. But denial and embarrassment contribute to testicular cancer being one of the least mentioned cancers. I'm Tiki Barber of the New York Giants.
And I'm Joe Chaffee of the WB11 News at 10, and we welcome you to this WB11 and Newsday special, Young, Growing, and Treatable Testicular Cancer.
Testicular cancer is a malignancy, a cancer of the testicle. It begins in the cells of the testicle that actually should have made sperm.
The normal function of the testicle is to produce sperm for fertility in the adult male. Cells that ultimately would go on to form sperm can mutate and become cancer cells, and this leads to the formation of a cancer in the testicle.
And because the body makes millions of sperm a day, the cells grow fast, and therefore the cancers that arise from it tend to grow fast. And so if a patient thinks that there is a testicular tumor, or if the physician finds one, then it's important that action be taken to make a diagnosis and get treatment started if that's in fact what it is.
Testicular cancer primarily affects young males in the age distribution of 18 to 35. During that time, most men will present with a mass in the testicle that they can actually feel. The most common way that we find testicular cancers is by patient self-exam.
Early detection for any cancer is important, but this cancer tends to grow very quickly.
Typically what we recommend for self-examination of the testicle is that men perform it while at home in a relaxed position. Typically the shower is a great place to consider doing a testicular exam because the testicle will descend fully within the scrotum and it makes it easier to examine. The best way to examine the testicle is to use one hand to hold the testicle fixed within the scrotal sac and to use the other hand to feel the surface of the testicle, gently squeeze the testicle and determine if there are any firm areas or any irregularities within the surface of the testicle. Many times, men will feel masses or cysts outside of the testicle.
I woke up about maybe 7:30, ready to go to work, and just woke up in intense pain. I was literally rolling around, couldn't stand up. I got to the emergency room maybe about 8:30, and I had been diagnosed with cancer before 11.
I got out of the shower, I felt the pain. The pain was for a couple of days, but then I noticed a swelling. Went to my doctor. Doctor did an ultrasound, and then they found that it was a tumor. Went for orchiectomy. They removed the testicle, and biopsy showed that it was actually cancer.
Many young men, maybe even most of them, never even thought that it's possible to have a cancer of the testicle. People read about breast cancer, they read about lung cancer, they don't read about testicular cancer. Part of the reason for that is that it's so curable, so it doesn't get into the newspaper very often.
Patients often presenting with testicular masses are not sure really what to think. Because they're young, they tend to think that it's very unlikely that they could have a major illness. Additionally, because they're young and feel well, it's generally quite a shock to find out that there's something abnormal.
It's not what you wake up in the morning expecting your day to end with, you know. I just absolutely dumbstruck. I didn't know what to think at that point. You know, you don't know whether this is treatable, what to make out of it. It's just not what you want to hear to start the day off.
A young man with any kind of a finding in the testicle should seek medical advice as soon as they have the symptoms.
Testicular cancer is one of the most treatable forms of cancer, with cure rates approaching 100% if detected early. Some 7,000 cases of germ cell tumor, which make up 95% of cancer arising in the testicles, are diagnosed each year.